there are only 3 ways that you can grow your business. A modest increase in each of the 3 areas has a compounded, supercharged outcome. This formula is a really powerful way to directly link your marketing to the growth and the profitability of your business. It really helps you and your team get focused on the things that matter most. We can't afford to be doing good things in our marketing. We need to do the best. In this video, we're talking about our famous 3 ways to grow your business formula. This formula is an excellent tool for quickly identifying the best, the quickest, the most effective, and the most profitable ways to grow your sales revenue and, more importantly, your business. It really helps you and your team get focused on the things that matter most. So, let's have a look at the formula. The formula says that there are only 3 ways that you can grow your business and increase your sales revenue. The first one is to get more clients or customers. The second is to increase the average value of an order, or the average transaction value. And the third one is to increase the average frequency of purchase. Now, I said something that we just need to cover when I mentioned each of those 3 areas. I mentioned the average transaction value, and I mentioned the average frequency of purchase. When we work with this formula, it's important to focus on the average, and here's why. One of the reasons that some people struggle with it is they think, well, my customers could be anywhere between, let's say, £100 and £100,000. So there's no average. However, the reality is, of course, there will be an average. We don't know whether the next new customer will be a £100 order or £100,000 or £10,000, but what we can generally work out is that if we look at the average order value of the last 10 or 20 customers, it's highly likely that the next 10 or 20 will also share the same average order value. Work on the averages. They're much more reliable, they're real, and got real clarity of thought and purpose as you work with this formula. So, the interesting thing about those 3 ways, 1 is winning more clients, 2 is increasing the average transaction or order value, and 3 is increasing the average frequency of purchase by a client. Today, the revenue of your business, the sales of your business, the total sales, is already a function of this formula. For example, if you have 1,000 clients and on average they spend £1,000 per order, per transaction, and on average they order twice a year, then today your business will have a sales revenue of £2 million. The numbers for your business will be different, but whatever your numbers are, when you multiply your number of clients by your average order value and your average purchase frequency, the sum will match your current annualized sales revenue. So, how do you use this formula to grow your business? The first step is to examine the effect of applying an increase across each area of the formula. For example, if we assume that you can increase your clients' average order value and transaction frequency by 10%, it looks something like this. So we now have 1,100 customers spending £1,100 2.2 times a year instead of 2. Now, if you run the numbers on that, you don't get a 10% increase in your business. That's not what you'll see. Instead, what you'll see is the compounding effect of a 10% increase applied across 3 areas. So 1,100 customers, each spending £1,100 a time, doing that 2.2 times a year on average will give you a new revenue, a new sales figure of £2,662,000. That's an additional £662,000 on the previous year, your current numbers. And it's not a 10% increase, of course, because it's compounded. It's actually a 33.1% increase. And that's the power of the formula. By achieving a modest increase, in this case 10%, in each of the 3 areas across your business, you don't lift your business by 10%, you actually lift it by 33.1%. So a modest increase in each of the 3 areas has a compounded, supercharged outcome. And of course, you can use your own numbers. You could apply 5% or 20% or 50%. Depends what stage of business you're at, how mature your business is, your ambition, your goals, your capacity to handle growth and increase revenue and so on. Whatever your numbers are, the formula will still hold true. If you have a new fast-growing business in a new industry, 33.1% might be far too low. You'd be underperforming your expectations. On the other hand, if you have a well-established business and a mature industry, 10% may be more than you could hope for and more than you could even perhaps handle. But whatever your ambition level is, whatever your business stage is, the formula will work and you can plug in your own growth percentages, which I strongly encourage you to do. So let's examine why this formula is so powerful. In addition to the dramatic compounding effect that we've already looked at, the formula forces you to consider more ways to grow your business than just chasing after new customers. While every business needs new customers, most businesses instinctively and always drive for new customers as the only way to increase sales revenue, ignoring the vast untapped potential of existing clients and ignoring the vast untapped potential of increasing the average order value. Existing clients are a huge opportunity. They are 5 to 7 times more likely to buy than a cold prospect. They're much easier to sell to, and it's probably some of the cheapest and most effective marketing you'll do, selling more to existing clients. You shouldn't look for one way to get 10% more clients all in one go, and another way to get 10% more average order value all in one go, and another way to increase the frequency of purchase by 10%. Rather, it's great to break it down into bite-sized, achievable chunks. For example, set yourself and your team the challenge over the next 12 months to find 5 ways to get 2% more customers than you get today. 5 ways, just 2%. And maybe 4 ways to get 2 or 3% more value per order or invoice. Just 4 ways to get 2 or 3% more value. And finally, 3 or 4 ways to get 3 or 4% more frequency of purchase from your existing customers. Now, if you can break it down to that level, 5 ways to get 2% more existing customers, 3 or 4 ways to get 2 or 3% more average order value, and just a handful of ways to increase the frequency of purchase from existing customers, this means you just have to find 1, 2, 3 or 4% improvement each month for the next 12 months, and you'll be in a position by the end of the year where you're delivering the potential and the promise of the formula. Not only is this approach much more practical, it's also much more believable and manageable for your team. After all, you're looking at about 12 or 13 different actions over the course of the next year. That's 1 a month that will help you build towards that 33.1 or whatever percentage it is for you. Breaking it down to the level where it's just small bite-sized chunks is really another key part of the power of this fantastic formula. Just one final thing to leave you with. As you're developing your list of actions, the key question to have in mind is, when it comes to what goes on the list, are they good things to do or are they the best things to do? Good is the enemy of best. With limited resources, limited time, we can't afford to have good things on our list. What we want are the best ways to get new customers, the best ways to increase the average order value, and the best ways to grow the frequency of purchase. What are the best 5 things we could do that would give us 2% more customers? And that brings a reality check to it, because you're looking for things that are highly likely to succeed, achievable by you and your team, likely to work in your business and in your industry, likely to work with your customers. Ideally, they will be fast and relatively inexpensive to implement as well. This keeps you grounded, it keeps it real, it keeps it focused, and it joins directly the things that you're doing in your marketing to the achievement of the sales revenue line in your business. And that overcomes one of the biggest problems with marketing, is that you and your team and your business do all these good things, and at the end of the day you are left scratching your head when it comes to figuring out what effect they had on the top line. Don't be doing things that are just nice to haves. Don't be doing things because they get your name out there. Don't be doing things because they create awareness. You want to be doing deliberately and intentionally, taking the actions that are going to join the activity and the money and the investment and the time you put into your marketing to the overall achievement and top line outcomes of your business. The 3 ways to grow your business formula is probably the best, the simplest, and the most effective way to precisely join the activity of your marketing with what the business requires, and to put you in a position where you have the best things being deployed to help you grow whatever the market conditions.